Hello and welcome back to Ride Rescue. In this video, I'm going to be performing a lot of surgery. Just as a little bit of a teaser. Poor car. As you can see, we've got some substantial rust. It goes all the way through both inner and outer. The lip has been bumped pretty good. That lip around the wheel well be very difficult to repair without a whole lot of filler or cutting it off and then welding it back on. This area was scuffed pretty hard. You can see a pretty big dent in the door. That skin, to get it straight, it's going to be pretty stretched. There would be a lot of hours going into repairing this metal. Could put a new skin on it. Same thing with this quarter. There's a lot of stretching, there's a lot of filler. There's no rust though in this area, which is good. There is one little rust hole in the rocker. It feels pretty solid, so I don't think that rocker is going to be that difficult. I have just some flat sheet metal. We'll patch all that in. Fortunately, I have a very good solid door from the parts car. Unfortunately, it had been scraped the full length of the door, and I also have the quarter. It was also scraped the full length of the quarter. Again, this wheel lip was damaged and poorly straightened and filled. That's going to be difficult to fix. Not impossible, but it's going to take quite a bit of hours. And then the inner and outer quarter back here is all solid. And this is all straight. There is a little bit of filler in this area again too. So when this was scraped, it was scraped full length of the car. But there's a brace behind the quarter right here. And it's the filler that's in it is pretty thin. So this should be pretty easy. You can see these holes back in the day when they'd drill holes in it and then they'd pull it out with a screw and a slide hammer. Not too big of a deal just to weld in over those holes once they get it straight. But this lip right here is going to be tough. But once I separate the quarter from the inner fender, then it shouldn't be too bad to fix that. But then I have to remove this from the inner quarter. And removing those, drilling out all those spot welds. They put a lot of spot welds in these from the factory around that lip. They're really close together. It's a lot of work to separate that panel, but it's going to be worth it. I was hoping I could save this one, but between the rust hole and the stretching of the metal. So then it comes down to how much of the quarter. Behind that trim, there is a welded seam. It was just spot welded together. So that comes all the way up to here. It probably makes the most sense to separate that seam rather than maybe dropping down and cutting behind this trim and welding and only doing the lower half. As you get to the back end of the car, that seam again comes all the way down. So how far into the backup light area do we go? And as you can see, we have some pretty heavy damage in this area too. And you can't get to the back side of that with the inner drop panel and the trunk, as well as you can other areas. So that would be pretty difficult to repair too. But then again, you can see it's a good smooth area. on the parts car. A lot to think about, a lot of contemplating, a lot of planning, but looks like it's time to replace the door. And then it comes to the idea of, well, I don't want to put a gray door on. The inner skin of this door is really clean, so I don't think it's going to take very much to scuff it up. I might as well prepare the whole door for paint. So in order to get started, cutting this quarter off, I'm first going to prep my replacement panel and get everything ready so that I know what areas I have to work with, and then I will start cutting away on the actual quarter so that I have a good idea of what will work and what will transfer from one car to the other. But to start with, I need to remove all the trim, remove the tail light, the backup lights on this rear bumper. As for the trim, you can see on the inside of the trunk there are some areas that are bolted. So I'll start with getting all these bolts out, and then we'll pry off the clips. This trim is damaged in several spots. It's got a pretty rough scrape right there. Fortunately, the trim off of the parts car is perfect. Just needs to be buffed. But you can see on the inside, there's the bolt that I removed, and then these are just clips that actually grip onto that spot welded seam. Right by the door handle, there's an area where it tapers down. It's bolted on right there. So I'm going to have to take all of the inner door panel and make sure the window is up, and there's an inner panel that has to be taken off in order to get access to this bolt. And there's probably one or two on this little end piece too. I took this trim off from the parts car, and it's pretty difficult to get off without damaging it. So fortunately, this one's already damaged, so I don't have to worry about it too much. I do want to save these clips. I broke one on the other side taking it off. They're pretty difficult to get out. You got to pry underneath them and squeeze them with some pliers. You have to get on both sides of that base, squeeze it. Get a little bent and beat up. I broke this one. As long as they're not too brittle, I should be able to straighten them out and get them to where they fit again. If I just put it back in this way, it's going to be really loose on the trim, and the trim will rattle. Six bolts and a cheater bar. Back bumper's off. We'll remove that wheel and then start looking at all the spot welds. I use a wire wheel to clean up these spot welds so I can see them, see how extensive they are. When using a wire wheel on a machine like this, it can really throw those wires. I use good gloves to make sure. I probably should have a face mask on, but I'll make sure that it's away from my face because they will stick in you when they fly off. It does a pretty good job cleaning up, and I'll do the same thing with the parts car fender, and we'll be able to put together a plan. This panel here is part of the trunk floor, so there's going to be spots along here that need to be drilled out, and then in this area, this is where I have to really give it a lot of thought as to how I want to separate these panels. To go in and drill out these spots on the fender inside the trunk, there's just no way. I could cut open the fender, but it's still going to be very difficult to get in here and open that up. So then I need to decide, where do I want to cut? Do I want to cut at the taillight like this one is, or do I want to cut here? I do want to save this drop panel. The drop panel on the red car is all rusted out right here. So I definitely want to separate this trunk floor off. And then you can see I cut part of the inner fender well because this one was rust free. But inspecting the red car, it looks like the red car is rust free too. So I just need to separate that wheel lip. And that looks like it's going to have a whole lot of spot welds along there too. So I got a lot of drilling to do. I'll start with this panel. You can see this is where some of that body work was done. But you can see it's pretty smooth. It's pretty straight as far as you can see, even with the undercoating on it. Same thing on this end where the brace is. You can see behind that brace where it's been drilled and filled, and the filler has gone squeezing through the hole. So this area I'm going to have to separate as well. There are some areas you can just drill straight on through, but on this inner fender, I don't want to weaken it. You can see how much it tears up the metal if you drill large holes and start prying on it. So it's good and solid on the inside. There is a brace right here that goes down the side. It was quite difficult to spread, but it's coming along well enough now. I feel comfortable with my plan. This area, I want holes on the top. I don't care if there's holes on the bottom. I care if the replacement panel does though. So it's much faster to just drill through with a step bit. This is the inner fender well, that drop panel off of the trunk floor, and I need to drill out all those. Well, there's just not enough room to really get in there and get any leverage. So I'm going to cut the outer skin off, and then I'll have access where I can put a little more effort into drilling those out. So it appears I still have a little bit of rust issue right here to contend with, and it is solid on the parts car, so I'm just going to cut this corner off and then weld it on from the other one. This side of the car must have been sealed up really well, because it's just dry on the inside, no real rust, and even the inside of the skin has a little bit of surface rust. It's pretty interesting. The other side had a few holes along here where it actually rusted through. So watch for my next new episodes coming up with the bodywork. I really appreciate you watching. If you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Goodbye for now.